We usually think of AI as this one giant, super powerful brain. But what if the future of AI isn't one big brain, but a whole team of them? Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive into two key protocols, A2A and MCP, that are making that team a reality and, honestly, changing the entire architecture of intelligence as we know it. So, for a while now, we've had these incredibly powerful standalone AI models. But the real game changer, the next frontier, isn't just about making those individual AIs smarter. It's about getting them to actually work together, to cooperate. The real question is, how do you teach machines to collaborate? Okay, so to get our heads around that, we've got to start at the beginning, with the foundation. The first piece of this puzzle is a protocol called MCP, and you can think of it as the language an AI uses to talk to its tools. All right, so MCP, that stands for Model Context Protocol. And really, it's all about one thing, giving an AI a standard way to interact with the outside world. It lets a model use tools, grab data, connect to an API. It's basically like when a programmer calls a function in their code, MCP lets an AI call a real-world tool to get something done. Let's use a metaphor. Think about a giant tool workshop. MCP is like the master manual for that workshop. It tells an AI exactly where every single tool is, and it gives perfect, step-by-step instructions on how to use it. But, and this is the crucial part, it says absolutely nothing about how a bunch of workers in that shop could cooperate on a bigger project. And because of this, MCP is awesome for certain things. It's got a super clear structure, you know exactly what's going to happen, and it's pretty simple to integrate. But that rigidness is also its biggest challenge. You have to explicitly define every single tool, which just isn't great for dynamic, unpredictable situations. So that's a pretty big limitation, right? That whole not great for teamwork thing? Well, that's exactly where our second protocol comes in. Let's talk about A2A, the language of teamwork. This one's called A2A, or Agent2Agent Protocol. And if MCP was about using tools, A2A is all about collaboration between AIs. It's the framework that lets different intelligent agents find each other, communicate what they're good at, and actually cooperate on complex goals. A lot like a team of human experts would. So let's go back to our metaphors. If MCP was the tool workshop, well, A2A is the conference room. This is the place where all the different specialists, say a data analyst AI, a creative writer AI, and a project manager AI, can get together, talk through a problem, and hash out a coordinated plan to solve it. Now, the power here is just incredible flexibility. It's perfect for these big, messy, open-ended problems, and it scales beautifully. But, and it's a big but, that power comes with some serious challenges. Managing a conversation between multiple AIs is really complex. Security is a huge concern, and it takes a lot more computational horsepower to pull off. Okay, so we've got MCP for the tools and A2A for the teamwork. And it's really tempting to look at these two and think they're competitors, right? Like it's one or the other. But that's not the story at all. They're not rivals. They're actually partners. And this table really breaks down why. You see, MCP is all about the low-level stuff, very specific. It connects one model to one tool. Think of it like a function call in code. A2A, totally different. It's high level, it's conversational. It's not dealing with specific functions, it's dealing with the overall intent behind a complex task. Okay, let's make this super concrete. Picture a totally automated auto repair shop. You've got an AI mechanic, and it uses MCP for those precise tool-based commands. Raise the platform by exactly 2 meters. But when that same AI needs to understand a vague customer complaint, like, my car is making a weird rattling noise, and then work with another diagnostic AI, well, that's a job for A2A. And right there, you see how they work together perfectly. It's this beautiful two-step dance. First, the agents use A2A to talk, to strategize, and to delegate tasks. Then, once each agent has its assignment, it flips over to MCP to actually operate the specific tools it needs. See? Coordinate, then execute. So getting this partnership between the two is so important because it's not just some technical detail. No, this points to the entire future we're building, a future that's going to change the very way we interact with technology itself.
So what's the road ahead look like? Well, short term, you're going to see MCP become the go-to standard for how AIs use tools, while A2A gets battle-tested in really complex business applications. But the long-term vision? Man, that's where things get really wild. We're heading for a massive shift away from programming every single step, toward a future where we just state our goal, our intent, and let a team of AIs figure out how to make it happen. And look, a shift this massive doesn't just change the tech itself. It's about to completely rewrite the job description for the human developer.
Right now, you could say a developer is an instruction writer. They tell the computer exactly what to do, step by step. But in this new world, the job becomes something totally different. You become a capability describer. Your job is to define what an AI agent can do. And then you become a collaboration designer, architecting how all these capable agents are going to work together as a team.
All right, so we've been through the workshop with MCP, the conference room with A2A, and we've even peeked into the future of software development. So, what's the one big idea you should walk away with? It's this quote right here. This whole shift, it marks a fundamental change in our relationship with technology. It's not a one-way street anymore. We're not just barking orders at a machine. It's becoming a true partnership. We're not just programming software anymore. We are actually learning how to collaborate with intelligent systems. And that right there is going to change absolutely everything.